That's why I need to talk to you urgently. The next 48 hours are crucial. My child, listen closely. I see the weight you've been carrying, the questions, the fears, the cracks forming in what you once believed would never break. But hear this, what's collapsing isn't your destruction, it's your rebirth. I'm tearing down the walls that have kept you from living in the fullness of who I created you to be. That's why I need to talk to you now. The next 48 hours are crucial. There are moments ahead that will shift your path forever. I'm moving in ways you can't yet see, opening doors that doubt tried to close, and speaking life into places that fear tried to silence. But you need to stay alert. Watch for my hand in the unexpected and hear my voice in the stillness. This shaking may feel uncomfortable, but I'm with you in every step of it. What you thought was an ending is only the beginning of something far greater than you imagined. Over the next 48 hours, I'll reveal things that will bring clarity, peace, and direction. The change has already begun, and I'm walking with you through it. I promise. This collapse is your breakthrough. Before we go any further, I want you to look up to the sky, take a deep breath, and then do 3 things. Hit the like button, subscribe so we can reach 1,000, and leave a comment with the number 77. This number sends your energy out into the universe, amplifying your energy and intentions. The change has already begun. My beloved, I know you have felt it. The tension in your heart, the restlessness in your soul, and the questions swirling in your mind. You may have wondered why things seem different lately, why the familiar no longer seem comfortable, and why some doors have unexpectedly closed. Let me tell you something important. This change you are experiencing is not random. It is me. I am moving in your life. I know that change can feel unsettling, even frightening. When things don't go the way you planned or expected, it's easy to think that something has gone wrong. But what if I tell you that what feels like a loss is actually part of my divine plan for you? I am not here to take away your joy or your peace. On the contrary, I am clearing the way so that you can experience more of both. There are things in your life right now that no longer serve the purpose I have set for you. Maybe it's a relationship, a mindset, or even a dream you're clinging to. I can see what you haven't yet seen, and I know that these things, as familiar as they are holding you back. So I'm gently but firmly rearranging things, making room for something better. I know you're asking me for guidance and breakthroughs, but sometimes the answer to your prayers comes in the form of a shift that requires letting go of what has been in order to step forward. Trust that this is my work, even if it feels uncomfortable. Remember this, I never remove something without preparing for something better. My plans for you are good, even if the process doesn't make sense at the time. Trust me when I say that I'm moving things forward for your good and my glory. So when you feel the ground shaking beneath you, don't be afraid. I am your firm foundation. Hold on to me, not the things that are falling. Lean into my presence. Let me guide you step by step through this season. You are not alone. I am with you, doing things behind the scenes that you cannot yet see. Be open, be faithful, and most of all, remember this. This change is not meant to break you. It is meant to make you into who I created you to be. What's falling apart is making space. My beloved, I see the things in your life that feel like they're falling apart right now. Maybe it's a relationship, a plan you were sure would work out, or the way you once saw yourself. I know it's hard to watch these things unravel. But hear me clearly. This is not your destruction. It's my way of making space for something new. You see, there are things you've been holding on to that can't come with you where I'm leading you. Some of those things were once good, but they've served their purpose. Others have weighed you down. Your doubts, your fears, and even those dreams that weren't aligned with what I have for you. I know letting go feels like loss, but trust me when I say it's actually gain. Imagine holding on to a handful of rocks while I'm trying to place a treasure in your hands. You can't receive what I have for you if you're still clinging to what no longer serves you. That's why I'm gently and sometimes forcefully shaking things loose. It's not to harm you, but to bless you beyond what you've imagined. What's ahead is better than what's behind. You've been longing for something deeper, something more meaningful, even if you didn't know how to put it into words. I heard those unspoken prayers, and I'm preparing an answer that will exceed your hopes. But first, there must be space for it. I need you to trust me in this process. Don't be afraid of what seems to be collapsing. I'm in control of every piece, and I know exactly how to build something beautiful from the ashes. Just as a seed must break open to grow, some parts of your life need to break open so that new life can come forth. So let go of the things I'm asking you to release. You're not losing, you're gaining. I am preparing you for more joy, more peace, more purpose. Hold on to my promise. I will never take something from you without giving you something greater in return. Stay close to me. Trust me. What's falling apart is not your end. It's the beginning of something extraordinary. The next 48 hours hold key moments. My beloved, the time is now. I need you to hear this and hold it close to your heart. The next 48 hours are important. I'm moving in your life, and I want you to stay open and attentive to what I'm doing. Over the coming days, I will place people, opportunities, and revelations in your path. Some will be obvious, a conversation that brings clarity, an opportunity that feels like an answered prayer, or a situation that shifts your perspective. But others may seem small, almost insignificant. Don't overlook those moments, for I often work through what appears ordinary. I know you're used to looking for grand, unmistakable signs. But remember how I once spoke through a gentle whisper, not the roaring wind or the blazing fire. I'm still speaking in quiet ways, a passing word from a stranger, a sudden sense of peace, or a new idea that lights up your heart. These are my whispers. Don't dismiss them. There may also be moments that challenge you, where things don't immediately make sense. I know it's tempting to label those as setbacks, but trust me, they're not. Sometimes I allow temporary confusion to lead you to lasting clarity. Stay with me through it. Be watchful in these next 2 days. Pray with expectation, but don't limit what I can do by only looking for what you think should happen. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. What I'm doing in your life may surprise you, but it will always be for your good. Keep your heart soft, your eyes open, and your spirit ready. If I prompt you to speak to someone, do it with love. If I nudge you to say yes to something new, don't hesitate. These moments, though fleeting, carry eternal significance. I'm orchestrating all of this because I love you, and I'm preparing you for greater things. Trust me in the process. What's unfolding over the next 48 hours is not random, it's intentional. Stay close to me and you will see my hand guiding you every step of the way. Listen for my voice in the stillness. My beloved, I know how loud the world can get. Your mind races with thoughts, your heart carries burdens, and the noise around you never seems to stop. But in all of that chaos, I need you to know something important. I am speaking to you, always. Yet my voice isn't always loud or forceful. I often whisper, waiting for you to step away from the noise and meet me in the stillness. You don't need to search far to hear me. My voice is as close as your heart. I speak through the quiet nudges in your spirit, the gentle reminders of my love, and the words you read in Scripture. But to hear me clearly, you need to pause and make room for that stillness. I know that feels difficult. Life pulls at you from every direction, demanding your attention. But when everything around you feels chaotic, That's your invitation to come away with me. Step aside from the distractions, even for a few moments. Sit in my presence without an agenda. Just be. You don't have to say the perfect prayer or have all the answers. Just come as you are. I promise I will meet you there. In the stillness, I will speak to your heart. I'll give you the clarity you've been searching for, the peace that feels out of reach, and the wisdom for decisions you've been wrestling with. Sometimes you may not hear specific words, but you'll feel my presence wrapping around you like a warm embrace. Other times I'll bring a verse to your mind or a sudden sense of understanding. Trust that I'm always communicating with you, even when it doesn't look the way you expect. So when life feels overwhelming, don't let the noise drown out my voice. Seek me in the quiet moments, early in the morning, during a walk, or in the stillness of your heart before bed. I am always near, waiting to meet you in that sacred space. You're never alone, my child. I am your guide, your comfort, and your constant friend. Lean into the stillness and you will hear me. I'm already there, speaking love, peace, and truth into your life. Trust me through the uncertainty. My beloved, I know how unsettling uncertainty can be. When life feels like shifting sand beneath your feet, it's natural to grasp for something solid, something predictable. But when nothing around you seems stable, I want you to remember this. I am your firm foundation. I never change. My love for you never wavers. My promises never fail. I see what you cannot see. You're looking at just one small part of the story, but I know the whole picture, every detail, every twist, and every blessing waiting just beyond the horizon. I know where I'm leading you, and I promise it's good. Even when it doesn't make sense yet, trust me. I know it's hard. You want clarity, answers, and certainty right now. But if I showed you everything at once, you wouldn't need faith. And faith is where you grow, where your heart aligns with mine, and where miracles unfold. So I ask you to trust me in this in-between space. Lean not on your own understanding, but lean fully into me. When the road ahead looks uncertain, hold on to what you do know. I am for you, not against you. I am working all things together for your good, even the hard and messy parts. What feels like a setback might actually be a setup for something greater than you imagined. I haven't forgotten you, and I haven't lost control. Every promise I've made to you still stands, so when fear tries to creep in, remind yourself of my faithfulness. Remember the times I carried you through the storms before, and trust that I will do it again. You don't have to figure it all out, my child. Just take the next step and I'll guide you. Walk by faith, not by sight. Keep your eyes fixed on me, not the shifting circumstances around you. I am your anchor in the uncertainty, your steady hand when everything feels unsteady. Trust me, even when it doesn't make sense. I'm leading you somewhere beautiful, and I'll never let go of your hand. Take bold steps of faith. My beloved, now is the time to act. I know you've been waiting, thinking, and praying about the next steps in your life, and I'm here to tell you that the time has come. If I've placed a nudge in your heart, a whisper in your spirit to move in a new direction, don't wait any longer. Take that step, even if it feels uncertain, even if it feels risky. I understand your fear. Taking a bold step of faith can feel like stepping off a ledge with nothing but trust to hold you up. But that's where I come in. You are not stepping out into the unknown alone. I am with you every step of the way. When you move in faith, I will be there to catch you, to guide you, and to make a way where there seems to be none. Your faith is the key to unlocking the doors I've already opened for you. I've placed opportunities, blessings, and growth in your path, but they require you to walk through them. I know the fear you carry, the worry that you might fail, the doubt that you're not ready. the insecurity that you're not enough. But let me remind you, I've already equipped you for what lies ahead. The courage you need is not found in your own strength, but in me. I've been preparing you for this moment. You've walked through storms before, and I've been with you through every one of them. Trust that I will be with you now as well. When I call you to move forward, it's not to leave you unprepared, but to take you to a place where your faith can grow and flourish. I understand that it's scary to step out of your comfort zone, but you don't need to have all the answers or see the whole path ahead. All you need is to take the first step and trust that I will guide you from there. Don't let fear hold you back. Your faith is the light that will illuminate the way forward. So be bold, my child. Step out in faith, knowing that I am with you. I've already opened the doors. Your faith will be the key that lets you walk through them. What's ahead is greater than what's behind. My beloved, I know that change can feel painful. It can feel like things are slipping away from you, things that you thought you couldn't live without, things that you thought defined you. But let me assure you, this change isn't meant to take something away from you. It's meant to bring you closer to the life I've always designed for you. I know it's hard to see sometimes, especially when you're in the middle of the process. But what's ahead for you is far greater than anything you've left behind. The life I have for you is not just a life of survival, not just a life of managing and getting by. It's a life of abundance, purpose, and fulfillment. And I'm taking you there. You may feel like you're losing something important, but what you're really doing is making space for what truly matters. I'm clearing the path, removing obstacles, and refining your heart and mind. I know that some of this feels uncomfortable, even uncertain, but I am preparing you for something bigger, something more beautiful than you can imagine. The process of refining is never easy. Just as gold is purified through fire, you too are being purified through this season of change. It's uncomfortable at times, yes. But know that I am with you in every moment, shaping you into the person I've always known you to be. What lies ahead is not a continuation of the past. It's something entirely new, something aligned with my purpose for you. The best is yet to come. Trust in that. Trust that everything you're going through, every challenge, every change, is leading you to a place of greater peace, greater joy, and greater purpose. Don't look back in longing or regret. The life I have for you is ahead, and I'm making sure that everything you need is already on the way. Let go of what's behind and trust me to lead you into what's next. I'm aligning your life with my perfect purpose, and the future I have for you is filled with hope. I promise, my child, that what's coming is greater than what's been. Keep moving forward with faith, knowing that I am with you, and I'm leading you to something far better. I am with you, always, my beloved. I know that the journey you're on can feel overwhelming at times. There are moments when the weight of it all seems too much to bear, and you may wonder where I am in the midst of it. I need you to know this. You are not alone. I am with you, always. I am walking with you through every step of this process, through every transition, and through every moment of uncertainty. I see your struggles, your doubts, and your fears, and I'm right beside you in them all. You don't have to face this alone, my child. When the road feels difficult and you feel like you can't keep going, that's when I need you to call out to me. Don't hold it all inside. I am here waiting to help you carry the load. When the weight of the world presses down on you, I am your strength. When your heart feels restless and uncertain, I am your peace. And when you don't know which way to turn, I am your guide. I want you to lean on me in this time. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to figure everything out by yourself. Just come to me. When you feel tired, I'll give you rest. When you feel lost, I'll show you the way. When you feel weak, I'll be your strength. This transition may not always be easy, but I promise you that you don't have to walk through it alone. Every step you take, I'm there, walking beside you. You may not always see me with your eyes, but trust that I am with you in ways that go beyond what you can understand. Lean into my love and trust in my presence. When you don't know what to do next, just take the next step with me. And when it feels like you're sinking, remember that I will carry you through. You are not alone in this. I am your constant companion, your steady rock, and your ever-present help. So, call out to me when you need me. I am here, ready to guide you, ready to carry you. You are never alone. Final words, my beloved, I know the weight of the moments you're walking through right now. These next 48 hours may feel like they hold everything, every decision, every shift, every change. It can be easy to feel overwhelmed by the unknown, but I want you to remember this. I am with you. I am your shepherd, and I am leading you gently, yet firmly, toward a breakthrough. I understand how easy it is to become anxious when it feels like everything is moving so quickly, or when the future seems unclear. But I want you to let go of the fear. Trust the process, even when you don't fully understand it. Trust that I am in control, even in the moments that feel like chaos. I am guiding you step by step, and what may seem like a collapse right now is actually my hand at work, preparing you for something extraordinary. I know it's hard to see this from where you stand. It may feel like the end, like things are falling apart. But I promise you, this is not the end. It's a new beginning. I am making space for something far greater than you've imagined, something that will bring you closer to the life I've designed for you. So, take a deep breath and lean into my presence. I'm here with you every step of the way. Don't try to figure it all out by yourself. Let me do what only I can do. I know exactly where I'm taking you, and I will never lead you into something that isn't for your good. Even though the process might feel uncomfortable, even though you might not understand it right now, trust that I'm working behind the scenes, aligning everything perfectly for your future. This moment of change, this season of transition, it's necessary. It's part of the transformation I'm bringing you through. The collapse you see isn't a sign of failure. It's the fertile ground where something new will rise, something beautiful, something strong, something aligned with my purpose for you. So, don't let the pressure of these next 48 hours overwhelm you. Take each moment as it comes, stay close to me, and trust that what's unfolding is part of my perfect plan for your life.